talking about Travis Scott and the Astroworld Festival. And before we even start, who doesn't love Travis Scott?
Yeah, nah, bro. I looked at the lineup for this festival. I was actually thinking about like, I curious I wasn't going to be able to go, but I was looking at the lineup. It had Bad Bunny, it had Earth, Wind and Fire, it had so many people I listened to. Like this lineup looked better than Rolling Loud, for real.
Then he brought out Drake too as a special. That was a special guest, or was it just like?
It was a special guest. It was not playing. Nobody like, yo, if he brought up Drake at his own festival, that would not have been his festival.
Nah, yeah. It's like it's just Travis Scott. Yeah, you can't bring out Drake to that. So that's why we're just gonna hop right into this, and we're gonna hop. And Astroworld Festival goes on. They didn't have it last year, obviously, because of the pandemic. So this is like the comeback.
This is literally the second Astroworld Festival.
Yeah, this is and the first one was crazy.
Yeah, I saw the videos of that.
Yeah, the first one was insane. The first one was something that people would talk about for years. So that's why it's like, obviously, if you have the craziest party of all time, you gotta obviously throw in the second one. You gotta do a part two. So Travis did what Travis always does. He throws the craziest thing. You got people tearing down the fences. You got people running all over the place, running past security, jumping over, hopping the security gates, doing everything they can in a possible way just to go see Travis, and they cramped up into this little, I think a venue allowed for like 30,000 people.
It was like 50,000 people supposed to be there. Yeah. But you can definitely tell with people like jumping the fences, it was way more than that. I'm not gonna guess like it was 51,000, but probably hitting close to it.
Oh, there was a lot.
Yeah. Either way, like it was a lot. Like it was a lot. It's like a sold out event too.
Yeah, it sold out.
It was sold out, yeah.
Plus people hopped in and snuck in too.
Yeah.
And a lot of people snuck in and hopped in. Trust me, people sneak into those festivals and everything. So you add that on top of that, you get the whole big mess that you get. And here's the thing about it. So before I even go into like what's like the backdrop and everything, the backlash, the aftermath and everything, let's just say people getting lit. Travis is doing Travis. And here's the thing, Travis don't care about none of that stuff.
No. Look, we're not gonna get into that. Look, here's the thing. I've seen Travis Scott perform 4 times from 2017 to 2019.
Yeah.
I can tell you, yes, Travis Scott does incite riots on his shows. Travis Scott will literally, in the middle of his performance, tell the security guards, leave the fans alone. Y'all have no power. Y'all should not be doing that to my fans. But however, in a situation with hopping over the fence, Travis Scott is losing money doing that. Yeah. He would not want a bunch of people to jump in his festival for free. The issue with this on his part, maybe it is on his part, but it's like just on whoever's running the festival in general, because I know it's not just Travis running this alone.
No.
It was the issue with the fact of lack of supervision and lack of security, and that happens throughout the whole night. Yeah. Because like, yo, I didn't have tickets for Rolling Loud, but I was supposed to be there for taking pictures for somebody. As I was sitting outside, I noticed, I wanted to bring this up too. I noticed how the fence, like, yo, if you, like, I wasn't thinking about doing it, but I was thinking, like, what happened if I did, try to, like, sneak and Rolling Loud, jump the fence. Mm-hmm. So I noticed, like, yo, in order to do that, right, I gotta hop the fence, to hop another fence, and maybe hop another fence after that.
Yeah.
And that's, like, if nobody chases me. Like, still people gonna chase me. I probably gotta, like, jump through city field. Like, it's to the point, like, yo, like, Rolling Loud, like I wanted to compare Rolling Loud to Astroworld Fest because they're Rolling Loud, they got the security packed, they really know what they were doing. It's just in this situation, I guess because it was like the second time doing it, they're still fresh and new at this, that they didn't know how to properly control this. They didn't really have somebody to take the wheel, the steering ship.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point, right? Like just getting right to it. That's a great point to all this. So basically, like we said, get into the aftermath. We all know what ends up happening. 8 people unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of people injured, hundreds of people have injuries and everything.
It broke my heart hearing that one of the kids was 14.
Yeah, and I just saw a 9-year-old kid also is in the hospital fighting for his life over the whole situation too right now.
Yeah.
So, and you see Travis posting an apology, Astroworld, they're gonna refund everyone, the Kardashians is posting an apology, Drake posting an apology.
Roddy Ricch said he's gonna donate whatever he made from that show to the families that passed away.
Yep, Travis Travis is gonna pay the funerals, the lawsuits up and everything.
He's 18, actually 19 and counting.
Yeah, 19 and counting lawsuits, and it's gonna keep going. Trust me, that's just the beginning.
Yeah, he's going to probably go bankrupt.
This is
He's never going to be able to do another Astroworld Festival again.
Yes, this is like this now. Now that we got basically like in-depth details about this and everything, we can really just like dive into like what's gonna be the whole aftermath of all this now. Because now that we see like, all right, we're getting into the stats and everything now. All the like stories that's coming out now. We've all seen the videos all over TikTok, Twitter, everywhere now. So now we're starting to see basically what's like. We're gonna start seeing what's happening and everything. So let's just start off with, how does this happen at a festival? You brought up a good point where at Rolling Loud they had like 3-4 fences, and
they have guard dogs. They have like everywhere you go. Cause I was like walking around, cause I was trying to like meet with my boy. Cause I was supposed to take pictures, but I ended up not doing it. Mm-hmm. But like where every corner you look, there is a police officer. There's a guard dog. At every corner, there's literally no like sneaking in, Rolling Loud. If you did it, you are blessed, you are lucky. Like, but if you did it, you're probably the only one that did it, for real.
Yeah, and that's where it brings up the responsibility that it falls before you even get to Travis. Just like, let's start before one person, like hours before the festival even starts. Those you have managers, you have set directors, you have festival directors, you have all those people around that should be ensuring that something like this doesn't get out of hand, that if it does get to the extent where people, because they know it's Travis Scott, you know people are going to want to sneak in, you know people are going to want to do wild stuff. That's his whole image, you know, right? Like,
well, yeah, you got that from Kid Cudi, but yeah, it's the whole rager, like, you know, go crazy.
Exactly, it's the rage. It's his image. So those people, like, let's just start off with like the festival. Just those the people directing the festival and everything should have had that. And they should have had that situation in mind, that it could get to that extent, and it should have been handled before even letting one person in there, or even or allowing people to come in.
Yeah, where was the security at? Like, right? Because I saw one of the. There was actually more than one point where people were running into. Yeah. I saw the one thing where the guy like was jumping on the fence and they were helping him pull it down. Like, where was the security at during at that point? Because like, look, I'm gonna bring up Rolling Loud again. Because like, look, if you did that at Rolling Loud, yo, you can't run past a police officer and do that. They see the first guy jump on the fence, they pulling him right down. They pulling him right back without pulling the fence down.
Yeah. You know, they don't allow any of that. At regular festivals, Lollapalooza, all that, you can't do any of that stuff. Yeah. They don't allow, because they know that everyone there is a liability. When these people are like purchasing these tickets, these people become liabilities for the managers, and then Travis Scott and everyone like putting on the show or involved in it. All those people coming into your show is on you. It's a lie. You're a liability now. There are liabilities to you. You can't allow just people getting hurt alone.
Yeah.
And if people do get hurt, you have to have it where you have enough medical attention and medical staff. I actually just saw a TikTok too. I saw so many TikToks about this. Yeah. There was one guy who's like on the medical staff or something like that, and he was basically saying how when I was a medical staff, we were understaffed. I would have to go one person had to go do CPR to here, then I would have to go CPR there, then my team member would have to go CPR there. The medical staff was basically understaffed at this thing.
Yeah, I was actually told like, yo, there's really like only one medical tent for 50,000 people. That's nowhere near enough.
That's ridiculous. Like and then the ambulance trying to drive through the crowd. Come on, and then this is on Travis too. Like, Travis, why are you telling people to go on I don't know if he directly told him to go on the ambulance and everything like that.
No, he did not. He did.
Okay,
he didn't. Basically, like, people were saying that he didn't stop the show during the whole performance, when actually, there's actually a video that proves that he actually did. Yep. He stopped the show because he saw somebody passed out. He said, like, hey, yo, I'm not going to continue the show until, like, y'all help the person who passed out. Mm-hmm. You also got to understand, there's 50,000 people. Travis Scott cannot see what's going on with everybody. I mean, now, the ambulance, if I saw, like, an ambulance in the crowd, I probably would, like, I would definitely, like, that's something that stands out.
Yeah, that's why I was like, and that situation is like, come on, Travis, you know damn well, But you saw that ambulance, and come on, bro. At that situation, you gotta know to like, hold up. In my head, you gotta be like, just as a human, like as a person, not as an artist. Forget like your Travis and everything for a second. Just realize, okay, they're setting up. If the ambulance is trying to drive through the crowd, that's a situation where I feel like that's where I see that's why I say there is some liability, there is liability on him, because it's like there are certain moments where there were things standing out in the crowd, like you said, the ambulance, and like you said, he's not telling them to get on there, but if you see that, you should have legit stopped the show for at least a minute, at least like just said like, hold up, stop the show for a second. The ambulance is trying to get through.
Yeah.
That could have like helped out a lot, because he just kept going. Because the thing about like, and like you said, there was that video of him like telling people to like, oh, there's one person passed out and everything like that. So he wasn't like being completely negligent.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. He was not trying to go out his way to make sure all these people died.
Like, it's his job as an entertainer. He's trying to entertain the crowd. Yep. So like, he can't like he's too focused on what he's doing. You know, it's not like I said before. He can't see what's going on with everything around him. And then there's also other videos circulating. Like one girl was trying to tell the cameraman that like, yo, somebody died. They're saying, yo, stop the show. Somebody died. And they're trying to blame Travis for that. Like, yo, they telling like she didn't go to Travis. She wasn't talking to Travis. Like, it was actually the cameraman's fault. Yeah, well, he should have
Cameraman.
He should have like went up and told somebody like, hey, yo, there's people like, yo, it's very bad in here. You gotta stop the show.
Yeah, he should have signaled someone. And when I saw that too, I was thinking the same thing. Why didn't the cameraman signal somebody to like be like, yo, like these people are crying out in the crowd for us. These people are asking like, can we get some medical attention? Relay this to Travis so he can tell the entire crowd. But that's where I say the miscommunication comes in with like the staff and everything, and that's why they're gonna be held very little. In my opinion, the people that I think are gonna be held most liable in all of this are like the people who put on the festival.
Yeah, definitely Travis, because it was like the face of it. Like,
Travis got the money to pay for everything, but the people who are probably gonna hurt the most are like the festival runners, the directors, and everything like that. I see them really be like, Travis will probably cover some stuff for them. Like, trust me, Travis is included in that lawsuit. Travis is included in that lawsuit.
In one of the lawsuits.
Yeah, just for the money. The people who really gonna get hurt by this are the people who put all this on. Cause like I said, Travis, he's just the entertainer. Yeah. There's 100 other people making him look good and everything like that.
I mean, not now. Cause then now the people, just how they did with the baby, right? Now people are trying to like, excuse my language, they're trying to dick ride. They're trying to like, they're trying to like, clout chase now, because like, you see people are all of a sudden like, hey, let's stop the show. Let me make sure that person's okay. You see IDK say like, I just heard what happened with Travis Scott. So I want to let you know I love my fans and whatever. Like, yo, this is like another point of like clout chasing. Like, yo, bro, that concert had nothing to do with you. Rest in peace to those people. Mm-hmm. But now what you're doing is just trying to like, bring clout to your name and tear Travis Scott down. Like, I just saw a video of Tiana Trailer saying like, you're not gonna Travis Scott me. Yo, help her. She's hurt in the front. Yo, nobody gets that rowdy and loud to a Tiana Taylor concert. I'm sorry.
I know.
She's an R&B singer. You don't mosh with the R&B songs.
Yeah, and to add on to that, I haven't seen a lot of people putting videos around. The popular ones I've been seeing right now, there's the Adele video and there's the Little Pump video of where they stopped their show and was like, hey, someone's passing out. Like, hey guys, stop the show. Like, pick them up. I mean, I don't really like bringing those videos up in comparison because they just saved one person, and Travis did the same thing at his show. So that's why I'm like,
he did the same thing at this concert.
Yeah, that's why I'm like comparing those videos to the whole Travis situation. In my opinion, just obsolete, and it's just like you say, you're just trying to add on, like you're just trying to bandwagon onto the A train just to get clout, because people going crazy on TikTok right now. Everyone who was there is trying to make a video. What was your first thought when you like started seeing the news break about all this?
Like, it was early in the morning. It was on a Saturday morning. I just woke up. I'm on Twitter. I see it. At first, I saw prayers to everybody who attended the Astroworld Fest. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, what happened? And I heard like you said, like there's concussions and stuff. Basically what happened in The Lion King with how Mufasa died. I'm like, oh. And then I read on Twitter news 8 people died. I'm like, oh, that's wild. Like, Cause I've always said like yo, like Travis Scott's Astroworld in Philadelphia, 2018 it was. That's the best concert I ever went to. And I know how his concerts get, but then just to think about it, like that's just ridiculous. And then like I heard, then later on in the day, I heard the news about like one of the kids that died was 14.
Yeah.
Like that broke my heart, cause first off, when I told my nephew who was 10 years old at the time that I went to Rolling Loud, I know a lot of the artists that he likes was there. He was trying to say like, oh, I want to go. I knew like off the bat, that's not a concert. Like Rolling Loud is not what you can go to. Like this should have been. I wanted to bring up. That's what I wanted to bring up earlier. Yeah. There should have been an age limit.
Yes.
Because like back in the day when I wanted to see Tyler the Creator, I had to be 18 and up to see Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
A festival where there's like little, like actually close to none at all parent supervision, where there's smoking weed,
so
even though like
contact high by going to those things.
Yeah, even though weed's not supposed to be there, weed's there. We know it's there. There's alcohol there. There's like people like yo, when you have at this venue with like a lot of people drinking alcohol, you know stuff is finna go crazy.
Exactly, and you got 20-year-olds, all these older people around 14-year-olds.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like if it was like if there was like chairs at the concert for people to sit down at, like for everybody to sit down at, okay, maybe them, but like at a festival, one like yo, kids should not like there should have been an age limit. That's what I wanted to bring up. But back to what I was saying was like yo, like it's just like what killed me was like my nephew. I was thinking about yo, that could have been him. Yeah. That, like yo, like if I heard like yo, my nephew went to his first festival because I went to my first concert at 12. Imagine like yo, your first concert that you go to, you die. You drop your one of your cousins or nephews or whatever off at their first concert, and you gotta hear the news they don't come back. And then also think about this, right? That's my second thing. You were 14 years old. Think about how much life you experienced at that time, and then to where you are now. Everything that you messed up on, like you're driving your first car, your first kiss, going to prom, graduating high school, going to college, starting the J&S show, like all of that stuff you get to miss out because you died when you were 14. That's just my thought process. Like, yo, that's real sad. Like, I'm a Travis Scott fan, but like this was out of hand. Like, this is gonna like not only change how he performs. I don't know if he's gonna get booked again. He's just gonna get booked again, but like it's gonna like not be nowhere near soon.
No. Yeah.
He's not gonna drop that album nowhere near soon either. Like
not until next year.
Yeah, like it's just like really mind blowing. It's just sad. Like,
and once again, rest in peace to all the victims of the show. Like, rest in peace to all like those. I think it's up to 11 now. Cause I heard there's like a 10-year-old in the hospital that got trampled.
There was like 8 people that died, and then there was like multiple. And then like the people that got like injured, there's like 300 people got injured.
Yeah, 300. I think like some of them are like starting to pass due to their injuries.
I didn't hear about that.
I think last time I checked, I think it was like 11, but like I said, I'm not 100% sure of that. But anyways, like rest in peace to all the victims, and then like I hope all the people like injured like get better and everything. So and because like when I saw it, my first thought when I first saw it was Travis Scott, injuries and death. And just knowing how Travis Scott concerts are.
Yeah. It was the 4 of them.
Yeah, it's like that. I'm just thinking, dang, that's just awful that happened, and I'm just thinking, I'm not gonna say was this bound to happen? No, that's not the right thing to say. But
it is because like it's predictable. Like even somebody in the staff said like. See, one of the lawsuits was because somebody in the staff said that this was predictable of what would happen with security. Like it should have been more secure, without a doubt.
Yeah, and that's why like it's like you can't like it's hard to say, but knowing how Travis Scott is and knowing how his like concerts is and festivals, because you've been to one of his festivals.
I mean, I haven't been to his fest. I mean, I've seen him at the Rolling Loud Festival.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But like
at an outdoor event.
Yeah, but I've seen him perform 4 times. Even still, like at a regular stage, I saw him perform in Wells Fargo twice, Madison Square once. Like even seeing him on those stages, he still is like very energetic, encourages people. Like he'll literally drag people on stage just to tell them to stage surf.
Yeah,
the crowd surf is what I'm saying. Yeah.
So that's why just seeing just knowing the knowledge and everything like that, I was just like, I mean, because like I said, the bigger someone gets in popularity, the more they get away with stuff, and the more their behavior gets amplified. And the bigger his fan base gets, because right now, honestly, like the biggest hip hop artist we got is like Drake and then Travis Scott. Like
Yeah.
Travis Scott's number 2, honestly. And you know how his like attitude is, and I've compared him to more of like a rock, like he's like more of like a rock star of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like more of like a Metallica style where he's just trying to like, it's more just like get lit, like just go crazy.
The guy who like the Scott in his rap name Travis Scott is Kid Cudi, who's like a raging rock like rapper. Like,
exactly, like that new subgenre of rap where it's more like rock, more like a rock atmosphere, rock style of it. So it's like knowing all that background of him, not only was it kind of predictable, but it was more just like, I was kind of like in shock that people died, that they let it get that bad. And I was more kind of like, ooh, what's going to be the aftermath of this? Like, what's going to be the results of all this?
I know without a doubt, he's not going to be able to do Astroworld Festival again. Like, Astroworld is going to get closed for the second time.
No, like done. That's done. Like, I don't think there will never be another Astroworld Festival after this. Will he still perform and everything? Yeah.
Not for a long time, though.
Not for a long time.
Now a lot of deals are starting to, like, end stuff with them.